Sussex is the venue for the 1996 ARC International Rally. Its members have travelled from all over the world this weekend to prove that the Land Rover and the Range Rover are among the greatest off-road vehicles ever produced. Croxted Equestrian Centre Upfield was Southern Rover Owners Club choice for this year's International Rally. The changeable British weather only added to this weekend's programme of exciting events. The events calendar got underway with the RTV trial. 203 entrants were split into 10 classes, with each class subdivided into groups to cover the 12 sections. Class 3 entrant Neville Dewdney from Hanson Barks finished 123rd overall and 18th in class. Quite a commendable effort, as Class 3 with 38 entrants was one of the largest.
That's the yellow, didn't I?
M. Wiltshire, a member of Wye & Welsh, finished 109th overall in his white Range Rover and 29th in Class 5. Links Club's members dominated Class 1, and Darren Holditch here completed that domination by finishing 5th in class. Darren's finish also gave him an 89th overall.
Down the bank in front.
Kevin Barnes from Chiltern Vale managed to finish 179th overall and 4th in Class 9. Class 9 was the smallest class with only 4 entrants. Graham Charlton and his new bride Susan from North Eastern Rover Owners Club came 151st overall and 32nd in Class 4. We spoke to them earlier about their unusual honeymoon. I can't help noticing the ribbons. This has got to mean that you're newlyweds.
It was, yes. So last Saturday, we've had a week away in the caravan and then came here.
Do you do a lot of off-roading?
Yeah, as much as we can.
Does he let you drive?
Oh, I don't want to drive.
You might beat him.
Oh, wait, no doubt, aye. But no, I like navigating.
First away on Section 10 is Class 3 entrant Lee Sampson, or is it Colin Gilbert? They show one of the more unusual features of trialling, that of double driving. With fellow Cornwall and Devon member Derek Rogers, they take second place in the team awards. Peak and Dukeries member Martin Slack picks up 2 points for this section, giving him 12th in Class 10 and 61st overall. the deteriorating weather conditions don't stop Martin and teammates Dave Branner and Jay Tandy taking 10th place in the team awards. Mark Murphy from Essex gets an 8 here, putting him 5th out of 5 in Class 8 and 172nd overall. Technique is everything, as Owen Pugh from Wye & Welsh proves, conquering the bank that stopped Mark Murphy and getting a 2 for this section. Owen finishes 79th overall and 5th out of 6 in Class 6.
Oh, you.
I'll do it. I'll do it.
Oh, no.
Chiltern Vale member David Gendon gets 7th overall after picking up 2 points here. His 21-point total puts him 2nd in Class 4. One point here gives equal 3rd overall to S&W member C. Elliott. His 17-point total puts him 1st in Class 7. Commiserations to Red Rose's Robert Williams. A clear here still only gives him 10th in Class 10 and 51st overall. Despite the sunshine, the ground is still wet and slippery. Life gets more difficult for the CCV trialers, but there was no lack of entrants. The 10 classes invited 169 competitors. Ray Sykes from Cumbria came a long way for his 108th overall and 20th in Class 1. It's all the fours for Yorkshire's Stephen Elson in Thunderbird 4. This Class 5 competitor gets 4th out of 4. With teammates Amanda Kitchen and Graham Dalston, all he can manage is 8th place in the team awards. Hanson Bark's Brian Warren makes steady progress over this slippery stage. Martin Gallis and Kerry Gillett show us CCV from the inside out. With the help of our in-car camera, we are able to give you some idea what it looks like from inside the vehicle. Third in Class 9 for Cornwall and Devon's Howard Clinton and a 12th overall. With teammates Nigel Gunner and Matthew Bazir, they get 7th place in the team awards. Stephen Wilson from Yorkshire gets 7th in Class 10 and 106th overall. Nice piece of reverse parking, Stephen. Highest placed lady in CCV goes to Janet Lawson from Lancs in Cheshire with a 22nd overall. Her 14th in Class 10 helped Janet and team members Andrew Stoverdale and Andrew Smith to 17th place in the team awards. Despite her imaginative detour, Janet still manages to end up in the same place as everyone else. Julian Kempston, also from Lancs in Cheshire, gets 9th in Class 3 and 117th overall. Even without his hat, 77th position overall is the best that C. Elliott from S&W can manage. This also gives him 4th in Class 7. Grant Jesserman and Sheila Wilson from Scotland share the vehicle. But who was it who picked up the 7 points here? Please, no answers on a postcard. Yorkshire's Mick Moses gets 4th in Class 2 and 95th overall. Lancs in Cheshire's Colin Gaukrodger took 141st position overall. His skillful driving earned 1 point on this section, but still couldn't lift him from the bottom position in Class 4. A good example of how not to cross a gully, especially if you don't want to damage the front bumper.
Going for it, watch yourselves, lad.
Chris Cherkes from Chiltern Vale got 1st in Class 4 for his effort. Being dragged out by the tractor had no effect on his 29th position overall. M. Dobbs from Staffs and Shrops doesn't get any more points for trying to run down the spectators. He finishes 112th overall and 21st out of 22 in Class 1. Despite getting further up the bank than anyone else, Keith Boydell from Lancs in Cheshire gets no extra points. His 8th overall is 2 places behind brother Tom, and despite his outstanding efforts, he and his teammates Colin Gaukroger and Harold Carman can do no better than 19th out of 19 in the team awards. Paul Gilbert's 2nd in Class 3 not only helps him get 48th position overall, but gives him and fellow Staffs and Shrops members Jeff Balshaw and M. Dobbs 9th in the team awards. Class 10 competitor Tom Boydell gets 4th overall. As the top 4 places all went to Class 10 competitors, he also gets 4th in class. With fellow Lancs and Cheshire members Andy Hardcastle and Chris Bruce, they get 3rd in the team awards. No luck for this young lady from Cornwall and Devon. Despite pressing on through the trees, she still doesn't manage to beat her mechanic, Ted Ivory. Who's going to straighten this?
Well, actually, Sylvia's husband, Ted, is our chief mechanic. I think he's just behind us.
Do they do this often?
Yes,
Who does the most damage?
me, normally.
So they're better than you.
They're gentler than me. I give it death occasionally and I'd probably sustain more damage, yeah.
Who are all enjoying this weekend?
Brilliant fun. It really is brilliant fun. You just got to get in there and give it your best shot. I love it.
Very much. We mustn't hold you up anymore because you've got to get on to the next
we're early
section.
on the next
Thanks very
section.
much.
Thank you.
See you.
(23rd) in Class 10 was all Brian Warren from Hanson Barks could manage, giving him 78th overall. Fellow Hanson Barks member Michael Toombs beats Brian by 2 points to give him 22nd in Class 10 and 74th overall. Martin decides to show Kerry how to park on the side. Unfortunately, this little detour cost them first place, as Alan Roberts in 106 beat them by 2 points.
Put it in reverse and push him over. Reverse, push him over. Push him over.
Equal 4th overall went to Stephen Schmierden from Cornwall and Devon. Stephen's 49 points put him first in Class 9. With fellow club members Anthony Ratalak and Lee Sampson, they took 8th in the team awards. (14th overall and 10th in Class 10 for Peaks and Dukeries, Glenn Thompson.
Now on the recovery is yours to execute as you choose. So can the other team members clear the working area, please?
The correct use of a winch is more than just dragging a vehicle from the mud. In winch recovery, the team of contestants have to manoeuvre an immobilised vehicle from the pond and onto a trailer in order to return it to its owner. Don't be fooled by the looks. To the team, the vehicle is a brand new Vogue LSE, and its owner would not be very happy if it was damaged. Safety is an important feature of this non-timed event, and points are awarded for correct and safe procedures. There's always something going on, and while the main activities of the weekend are going on in the perimeter fields, the trade stands and exhibitions are open for business, despite the weather. Carl, as editor of the Land Rover Owner International magazine, can you have your thoughts on this 1996 rally?
This glorious bloody festival of Land Rovers, yeah, indeed. No, it's a wonderful gathering of the faithful. This is. It's a real, the real enthusiasts behind the movement are here over this weekend. It's a sort of event you'll never see a group of people who love mud and Land Rovers more than this. Like, I can tell you, they're a wonderful bunch of real aficionados. They love it.
Well, we see you leaning against your Land Rover here.
Yes,
are we going to see you competing in any of these events, either this weekend or in the future?
Oh yeah, I put myself at risk with this lot. No, there's no doubt we competed in quite a few events. This weekend probably it's not going to see action, but it's had a fair bit of punishment over the last year, and a bit since I've been driving it. I think there's no doubt that it'll definitely get a lot of use over the next coming year as well. The trouble is, this lot are so good. You've got to be prepared. You've got to be prepared to come last.
The disappearance of the classic Range Rover, and what are your thoughts on the new Range Rover?
New Range Rover, phenomenal piece of technology behind it, and it certainly shows what Land Rover is capable of. And I think it'll be quite a while yet before we see quite how it beds down the enthusiast market, but it's a very fine vehicle.
The LRO Bookshop is always a must to visit, with its enormous variety of workshop manuals, parts catalogues, 4x4 books and videos. For your free catalogue showing the latest t-shirts, hats, pens, mugs, books and videos, call 01 379 890 111 or check out the current copy of Land Rover Owner magazine. With safety the prime concern, another team tackles the tricky job of winch recovery. How many clubs here today bringing vehicles in for scrutineering? What's the quality of preparation like?
Well, they're all complying with a set standard that the scrutineers are applying and making sure that they're coming out the same. But obviously different clubs have different interpretations of the rules, and that's one of the things the scrutineer is faced with when he's checking the vehicles.
With these vehicles competing in so many different events, what are the sort of problems that you're having to send them away for?
Well, obviously, like today, vehicles have competed in a very, very hard and demanding trial. They've been tested to the limit, and now they're coming in for re-scrutineering for the Comp Safari. And because they've had quite a bit of wear and tear today, it's important to make sure that those components are checked and are safe. So,
have you any advice for anyone who's preparing a vehicle, what to look for, or what?
Primarily, it's got to be down to steering and suspension and braking components. It doesn't matter how fast the vehicle can go. You want to make sure you'll be able to stop it and steer it safely.
We're here relaxing in a beer tent after a hard day's competing. Tell me, have you been competing today?
No, we're working here. I'm a member of the Southern Club, and we've actually organised the weekend. And I was a group leader today with the trial. So I had my hands full leading a group of trialers around. But a friend over there has been trialling, not with a great deal of success, unfortunately.
As usual, we broke it, so we spent most of the day with overalls on underneath it, preparing it for the Comp Safari tomorrow, which is, for me, ultimately the most important event of the weekend.
You want to do all this when you get bigger?
No! I thought I was building a Land Rover for you. It's taking me long enough to build it, isn't it?
The big one is for you.
Oh, right, yeah.
Oh, running the beer tent here for everybody. How's this lot as a crowd of drinkers?
At the moment they're rather wet, windy, and but they're not too bad really. They get very involved and very enjoyable at about 9:30 at night. Before then they're very quiet.
The entertainment certainly seems to have been very jolly in the evenings. Is that down to your organisation?
Yes, we've organised entertainment on each of the evenings, and basically the money we're taking on the bar, the profits we make go back into the entertainment, so everybody wins at the end of the day. Hopefully the people have enjoyed it.
Well, how are you finding the show?
Really great, really enjoying it. Love the rain, beautiful. Conditions are superb. Great for the spectator. I don't know what it's like for the competitors.
Is this your first national rally?
It is, yes, yeah.
So you're new to Land Rovers?
Oh no, not new to Land Rovers. I've been driving Land Rovers since 1967. The old Series 1's up on the farm.
So what's brought you here to the ARC Nationals for the first time?
Mainly because I'm editor of 4x4 and Off-Road Mart, and we have a stand here. So we're down to meet as many people as we can.
Shoot 'em anymore. Get too dark to see. Feel like I'm knocking on.
And how's this weekend gone for you?
Well, actually, I think we're about the only happy stand owner on the site because we've been selling second-hand stuff, and we've been very busy.
And who have been the customers? Just all the locals?
No, I think the best customers have been the foreigners. We've had a lot of foreigners coming over, the Dutch, the Germans, a few French, because it's close to the Channel Tunnel. They've come here and they want to spend money. I even sent some over to my yard, which is only half an hour away, and they found all the bits for themselves, came back, showed me what they'd got, and paid me here.
You're fine, so kind. I want to tell the world that you're mine. I chew my nails and I twiddle my thumb. I'm real nervous, but it sure is fun. Come on, baby, you drive me crazy. Goodness gracious, hold my You're fine, so kind, and I want to tell the world that you're mine. I chew my nails and I twiddle my thumb. I'm real nervous, but it sure is fun. Come on, baby. you're driving me crazy. Goodness gracious, green feels good. Hold me, baby. I want to love you like a lover should. You're fine, fine. I want to tell the world that you're mine, mine, mine. I chew my nails and I twiddle my thumb. I'm real nervous, but it sure is fun. Come on, baby, you're driving me crazy. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire.
Good night, everybody. We've got to go. We'll see you tomorrow night. Sorry. Can we ask you to leave the tent because we'd like to clear up if we can? We'd like to go to bed. Good night, everybody. God bless.
Team recovery is a two-vehicle team event against the clock. Each vehicle has to be recovered twice from the pond.
Spirit to the event.
Pressure's got to me.
First away is Martin Gallis and Mick Gillett from the Midlands. They take 5 minutes 13 seconds on the first run and 5 minutes 10 seconds on the second, giving them 6th place overall.
Come on, fat boy! Come on! Go. Come on! Go.
The last-minute pairing of Jean-Luc Guillot and Malcolm Whitbread produce a 5th overall, with 4 minutes 21 seconds on the first run and 6 minutes 16 seconds on the second.
Cavalry for me is the best event of the weekend. It's fierce competition, and it's worthwhile because it's a difficult. It can be, but the rewards are there, and it's a winner take all. It's a winner take all event. So today was the first time we've actually competed together.
And how are you faring in the competition?
Not too bad. We haven't come last. We competing in the 101 on the coil sprung suspension has opened a lot of people's eyes. It's been able to get through a lot more than the standard Land Rover in terms of the depth of the water and its wading ability.
Every year I come for competition with my Land Rover or with the Range Rover for the National, for the Team Cavalry and the Camp Safari.
Brian Warne and Dick Corking of Hanson Barks showed how it should be done, putting in a 3-minute 11-second first run. But it all fell apart in the second, when Dick drowned his engine. And despite Brian's valiant effort of wading through the water, they had to take a 20-minute maximum, which put them last in the event.
We have been here every year, over and over again. So we have been on the East North Castle event, for example, and all the others. So we go normally to the National Rally, and we go also to the show at Billing. We have the problem, some of our members, they have a Land Rover, but it's just into pieces. So we have a selection of 2x2 vehicles that we hide behind the caravans. And but well, we all own Land Rovers and we're big enthusiasts of the cars. So no members were joining the competitions.
Will you have members next year who are going to enter the competition?
Well, maybe if we get more money from our bosses, so we have the money for a second car that we can destroy here anywhere. Maybe.
And how long have you been an enthusiast of the Land Rover?
Since I met my husband about 10 years ago.
And it's going to be an ongoing thing? It will be see you every year?
Yeah. When we come in, my husband will be competing next year in the Camp Safari, so we'll be coming every year now.
You're going to navigate for him in the Camp Safari?
No. We'll find somebody else to do co-driver. No, it's too scary. I do the CCV or something like that, but not Camp Safari, it's too fast.
Nearly 100 vehicles line up on this damp, slippy morning for the start of the Comp Safari. Hugh Haynes, last year's winner, leads the field to find out who is the fastest in a Rover. Jane Taylor from the Midlands plods along and is passed by 489 Ian Roberts from Staffs and Shrops. Ian increases his lead on this lap but collects a maximum time on run 3 and retires. He who dares often breaks his vehicle, and if you don't finish, you can't win. Keith Bedell overtakes William Knightley, only to collect a maximum on his second lap, and he is out of the event. The intrepid Frenchman Jean-Luc Guillot loses valuable seconds with his unscheduled shortcut into the trees. Charlie Webber from Essex races past the drama but suffers problems of his own on lap 4 and is forced to retire. Paul Hooton from Brecklin seems confused and decides to go off and complete the CCV trial section. He does, however, manage to finish 4th out of 5 in Class 3 of the Safari. Hugh Haynes shows how to tackle the mud. It's driving like this that enables him to complete 6 laps in under 1 hour. Simon Creed from Peaks and Dukeries doesn't follow Hugh's example, but does manage to slip and slide into 30th place. Martin Gallis tries his own interesting technique for this hill. Not sideways parking again. Back to the more conventional technique of wheels on the ground, Martin powers his coal seal machine into 6th place, 2 minutes and 54 seconds behind Hugh. Malcolm Whitbread, in his unique coil sprung 101, takes 17th place. Who said you couldn't comp a 101? R. Hingston from Cornwall and Devon rolls in a flat field on lap 5, which puts him out of the event. Mick Gillett from the Midlands rounds the corner where R. Hingston rolled and finishes 16th. Martin Cooper from Links finds there's no route through the hedge, tries reversing, but finds it's quicker going forward. David Fielding from Peak and Dukeries splashes his way into 8th overall. Ivan Dudley knocks William Knightley out of the way to gain 10th place. William Knightley from the Pennine Club comes in 21st. Martin Cooper from Links, despite destroying as much of the course markings as he can, still finishes in 29th place. Another Links Club member, Jay Daddy, destroys yet more of the tape to finish 59th. Glenn Thompson from the Pennine sneaks past and slides into 14th place, collecting 3rd in the team awards with Brent Taylor and William Knightley.